QR code. That Parrish is playing with a lot of heart. I mean, this is something else that gives me hope for the future, man. A lot of the players you see excelling are either some of the really young guys that weren't with Manny for years and years, and transfers that Mario brought in. You know, Leonard Taylor, Cam Kinchins, Akeem Mesidor, Darryl Jackson, Colby Young, Henry Parrish. Even Lucius Stanley had a couple good carries today. And he's a walk-on from UAB.
Well, and here's my thing with that. And I have trouble really even being mad at the players for it, because when you've had the instability around them that you have, can you really get mad at some of them for checking out?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I said it. I've said it before.
I was going to say something about Nesta at Arizona State, but I'm just going to.
What, did he throw the whole water bottle this time?
The water boy.
But, you know, I think this year, and as long as they leave it at this and let them go forward, this may be the only year of it. This year may be the karma on the Miami fan base for running out coach after coach after coach after coach.
How many banners have we flown at this point?
quite a few.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a mark. I still find it hilarious that people are like, "Yeah, this was a bad hire. We should have just kept Manny." And it's just like, or like hired someone else. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's year one. We're 8 games in.
Speaking of banners, you would think they would have learned their lesson the first time, because they started the whole banner thing with Butch Davis, and then he made them insert foot in the mouth. And like I said, you would think they would have learned their lesson the first time, but no, here we go again.
No, maybe they're just hoping where it's like, ooh, maybe if we fly a banner, he'll turn it around. It's like it'll be like, Butch, we flew the banner and then we won a natty.
Hey, MDV, thanks for another $4.99 super chat. He says, Rooster looks mentally and physically broken. That's not the same player we saw last year. Hey, ever since that injury, he just, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, but no, he's not the same person.
I 1,000% agree. And I've said it on other shows that I've been on. Ever since he's come back from that injury, he does not look like the same person at all.
No, not. It doesn't really make sense either. But
it's I mean, what's that thing where it's like it's just a mental block. Like pitchers get it a lot. What was it? There was like the one pitcher. Is it the Nips? What is it?
What injury was it that Knighton had? It wasn't a knee. I remember that.
I'm not sure either. Was it like his ankle?
I don't remember. But I mean, there is something. I mean, you see it all the time with knee injuries and other injuries. There is kind of a mental thing where players, have to learn to trust that knee or whatever it is again. And I'm not sure that Franklin has seen enough time to really regain confidence in it.
You mean Knighton?
Knighton.
Yeah. I mean, no one really knows what they're talking about. Someone in the chat said it was an ankle, and then someone else said a broken wrist. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was an ankle, but
I mean, we just don't know because Mario doesn't really say what the injuries are. He's just like, it's an injury. He'll be back next week, or yes, it's an injury. He's done for the year.
An upper extremity.
Yeah, it's like hockey where it's just like, oh, it's an upper body injury, and it's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, it's like, come on, Mario. We can all see that Tyler Van Dyke had about 800 pounds of football player land on top of him, and he went down on his shoulder. We know it's a shoulder injury. Stop it.
Right.
He has a upper body injury, and it's like, you mean where his shoulder was literally dangling as he was walking into the tunnel? Yeah, I think it's pretty clear it was an upper shoulder injury.
And what's the status on him? So is it? Did they give any update or
nothing? He doesn't really give up. Like today, Restrepo was just back. Like it was literally like 5 minutes before the game, and there was just reporters there, and they're like, "Oh, Restrepo's in uniform. I guess he's back."
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Restrepo's on the field. What?
Who's this?
Yeah, I mean, I have, from the looks of it, like he was talking about with just his shoulder dangling, I think he dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah.
Which,
If he's
you
not
know,
back for FSU, we don't
call
win that
me-
game.
call me old school, but suck it up, Buttercup. Put some ice on it. I've seen Ed Reed play a FSU game with a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, Brett Favre would be laughing at him.
Right, exactly.
He'd go out there with his arm chopped off and, and still finish the game.
I mean, I'm joking. I think it was on his. I think it was on his throwing shoulder. So I mean, what can you really expect? He's gonna have to sit out. But I mean, if that's right and it is just a simple dislocated shoulder, he should be back next week. Yeah.
I mean, I just said I don't really like our chances with Jake at QB against Florida State.
No.
Nope.
That goes from a pick'em to FSU just beat Miami 48-13 here at Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, it goes from a pick'em to a pick'em off.
I don't even if Tyler doesn't play, I don't see a blowout really either way because there just aren't many blowouts in this series. They're just always close. Even when it was one year when FSU still had Jameis.
2014.
What's up, Luke?
And Miami was what, 6-6, 7-5.
That was 2014.
And we lost by 1.
Yeah.
So 23-6 or something like that too, at the half.
Everybody was celebrating the 52-10 a couple of years ago, but that's the oddity.
That doesn't happen very often. It's usually a. Do they have a line out on it at all yet, or?
No, I checked. There's no line.
Not
But
yet.
if I had to predict the line, it would probably be around like 7-9, that range.
I'd be surprised if it was over 7.
6.5 is my guess.
I'm just saying the highest it would go is 9.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be around like 7.5, around there.
We'll see. I just hope we win. But you're going to get to go to that game, so.
Yes, I will be tailgating all day. I'll probably have a little surprise for the show that I'm going to get done in the morning.
Oh, that's cool.
That may not be good.
Hold up. I'll send it in the private chat.
This sounds interesting. Now, if we win that game, you should get post-game reactions.
Oh, no. I'm just going to go to every drunk Miami fan and be like a little on-site reporter. Prepare a little jingle for me, too, where it's like, now cutting to our on-site reporter.
Right, exactly. We can try to pull that off.
Yeah, I just sent it in the private chat.
Okay, let's see what
they're talking about it.
And here's something else just to annoy people some more. Because I'm going to go back to Gaddis again. Because I know people just love talking about Josh Gaddis.
That would be funny, Alex.
Yeah.
Talking about Miami fans learning their lesson. Did we not learn our lesson with Dan Enos? Everybody wanted him gone.
What did Dan the man do today?
I don't know, but Maryland's offense looking pretty good.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because he did something that put 52 up on someone.
No, not particularly today, but that offense has been looking pretty good with Dan Enos there at Maryland. So it's another one of those. People need to learn to chill out. I put it in Coop's chat earlier. These guys are coaches, not miracle workers. I mean, if you want a miracle, ask Jesus, not Josh Gaddis.
And yeah, Barney, you're exactly right. That's what we were. That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. It's normally a close game, no matter what.
Right.
Wide right here, wide left there, blocked kick here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I say that about every rivalry game, whether it's Florida, Georgia, Miami, FSU. Take your pick.
Well, that game isn't too close right now, Florida, Georgia.
But that's still, even in that game, that's still the oddity. You just see weird things happen in rivalry games.
Yeah.
What's the score on that Florida Georgia?
21-3.
Oh wow!
At the end of the 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Old Sunbelt Billy strikes again.
Oh yeah.
Bye, you Billy.
Poor Billy Napier.
Oh, he loses Cormani McLean, and now he loses to the Dogs.
And see, that's the difference. And I've tried to warn Florida and Florida State fans. You're already seeing guys decommit from Florida. You're already seeing guys decommit for Florida State. Where are you not seeing that?
Yeah, so, hopefully it stays that way. But I mean,
we're getting commitments. We just
right. That shocked me.
But that's Mario's specialty.
Yeah.
It's like I said.
Track record too. He can point back and say, "I won conference championships. I worked with Nick Saban. I won the Rose Bowl. I've been to the Fiesta Bowl. I've been here. I've done this." What can Billy Napier say? Oh, I was at Louisiana. I'm Bayou Billy. Come down to Gainesville.
Let's not forget that Oregon was more talented than the record their very first year with Mario, but he had to get it built.
Yeah.